From the 3 equals 8 dungeon and a place you can't find on Google Maps, it's the Smells Like Home podcast. Bum bum ba dun 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 dun. It's the Smells Like Home podcast.
Here's an interesting non-nerd related thing, but I think we should bring up in a YouTube video. All the recent viral YouTube stuff that is getting national news and becoming these epic sort of things like that guy over in Africa, Coney.
Coney, yeah.
And then the 17-year-old kid that was just shot and killed, and there's all this outrage about these different things. And the one thing that I would say to YouTube and to responsible people out there is don't be sheep.
Yeah.
Don't just blindly follow these trends. Don't just
just like fucking Rebecca Black.
Bitch and whine and cry. Oh my God, Coney's so bad. Okay,
Leave Britney
I'm
alone,
not arguing.
exactly, you know.
I'm not arguing that Coney's bad or whatever. I don't really have an opinion about it. I don't live in Africa, but as a
because we're Americans.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the typical apathetic American when it comes to Coney because I don't know anything about it. I don't really understand what everybody's complaint is
and you don't really care to
and I don't care to look it up because it's not important to me. But if it's important to you, which is fine, I understand, and thumbs up to you.
Stopped listening.
You probably already stopped listening because it was important to you. But now if you actually would have listened, you'll know what I'm going to say is research it. Do real research into it. Find out what's really going on. Don't just blindly follow one agenda, because that video that was put out by a company that has an agenda to make money.
Yes.
So don't give them your money because they are actually investigated by the FBI fraudulent organization. So if you're listening to this, don't give them your money.
Yeah, so, when it comes to YouTube in America, we are really a sheep culture.
We are. It's crazy.
We're slaves to reality television. We're slaves to YouTube. And what's interesting is YouTube has made so many people quasi-famous.
Quasi-famous, yeah. There's some It made Justin Bieber famous. Blame YouTube for Justin Bieber. If YouTube didn't exist,
bad YouTube.
Justin Bieber would never have plagued our society with his
shit
crap.
And it's the same with Rebecca Black.
And I wouldn't have to see all those stupid Justin Bieber's killing music posts on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, anyway, now that we've whined about that, I've whined about YouTube. Oh, I was going to address this black kid that got shot. Again, use common sense. Do a little research. Find out what's really going on. It's under investigation. Mm-hmm. People are actually affecting and interfering with an ongoing investigation, which is very crazy to me that can happen because of YouTube and because of Facebook. Well, Facebook is really to blame for this other thing. And
Facebook is to blame for a lot of things, especially timeline. I hate timeline.
It's interesting that I'm a hardcore non-Republican. I'm a hardcore non-conservative. And I'm sort of a hardcore non-politics.
Yeah.
But I was watching Bill O'Reilly today.
Why?
Because he was talking on the internet.
I was going to say, hold on. So you actually went, it wasn't that you were watching it on TV. You actually went and watched
I watched a
Bill
clip
O'Reilly.
about this whole hoopla with this teenager that got shot. And it's sad that I have to say this statement I'm going to make right now. Bill O'Reilly made a few good points. That hurts me. I'm dying a little. He's getting back under his invisibility cloak.
No, I'll put it over you.
No. So Bill O'Reilly made a couple of good points, and basically what they are is journalistic integrity, are the points he was making. That journalists need to have more integrity about this stuff. Because what's happening is they're trying the case on MSNBC. They're trying it on TV. They're trying it on the internet. You can't do that.
No.
The police are investigating this stuff for a reason. We have police for a reason. If you don't believe they do a good enough job, that's fine. Go join the police academy and do a better job. That's pretty much the only thing you can do to fix that.
Yeah.
And I can't stress enough, people, you need to look into stuff before you just start spouting rhetoric online. I looked into it today, and I'm spouting rhetoric and I'm not siding one way or the other because I don't know all the facts. I don't have all the facts. I wasn't there. I didn't see what happened.
So this was a YouTube rant brought to you by Zero.
Yeah, which we probably won't even make it online.
So anyways, another thing I wanted to talk about was something that was in the news a couple weeks ago that we didn't get a chance to cover, which was the prices of video games.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so
That's actually pertinent.
So what's interesting is that there has been a $60 price tag for quite a while. And a lot of this price tag comes with, oh, there's going to be downloadable content later that you have to pay for. Or, oh my God, you have to pay to use it online, which is ridiculous. But that $60 price point is becoming a thing of the past, and it should be. They need to realize that you can't have a $60 price point because you've got so many free Facebook games. You've got games that are a lot cheaper, and people are playing those more en masse than going out and buying a $60 game because you play it for 40 hours, and then you have to go buy another $60 game.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember how much games cost when Nintendo came out? I don't even remember.
No.
I think it was $40.
Something like that.
I think it was $40 when Nintendo came out.
And that was a lot.
That was a lot. That was a lot. And I think that the reason why they were so expensive was because it was a new market. And then as time went on, they got a little cheaper, but then they kind of leveled out at $40 for a while.
Yeah.
And they stayed $40 for, I don't know. I mean, like I said, we're not in the dungeon, so we don't have computers to check this shit. But I'm guessing that it was probably $40 for about 10 years.
Yeah, 40, 50, and then it's jumped up to a $60 price point.
So are they talking about going back down to 50?
They're getting pressure to go back down.
See, I think 50 is a great place for it to be. I think you'll sell more games if it's 50
Yeah.
because a $50 bill is easier to pop out than 320s.
Yeah, and for me, I would rather pay. I mean, it's $10 cheaper, but one other thing that needs to go away is the online pass need to pay to play.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that we're at a point where if we're paying $60 for a game, we might be willing to pay $60 for a game if we didn't also have to pay, $10 a month to play it.
But they make the case. Well, if you buy it new, you don't have to pay for it.
In some
you get
games,
the
that's
pass.
true. In
Yeah.
PlayStation games, that's true, but not in Xbox.
And with Xbox, you have to pay the $15 a month for Xbox Live, and then you have to pay X amount for the online pass, and then you have to pay. Oh, they're going to put out 4 more maps. Well, if you're playing Call of Duty, you got to do it.
Yeah, we're getting into a greed rant, is what we're going to start doing here.
Yeah. But
Corporate greed, bad.
It's true though. I mean, we've seen in the last 5 years such an increase in the amount you pay per game.
Yeah, and I think Sony's got it right. They're doing a lot of their stuff is going to free, but then they're also the ones that are responsible for making, it more. And granted, you can use PlayStation Network for free, but if you want anything cool, you have to pay.
Yeah, to get the plus.
Yeah, you have to get the plus, or you have to get an online pass for your game if it doesn't come with a code, and yada yada yada. So yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, frustrating.
All right, well, hold on. Okay, so I guess that's it. Any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. Support your local gaming stores. Roll nat 20s.
Yeah, roll nat 20s. Epically kill shit. Support your local gaming store and.
Don't forget to spay neuter your cats and dogs.
Okay, Bill Barker. All right, we're out.